Here's a question that you'll get asked a lot as a copywriter. Can you tell me about your writing process? This might be confusing at first because you'll be wondering why the client is asking you this in the first place. Is it a tricky question? Are they looking for something specific? Is there a wrong way to answer this question? Let me walk you through this step by step. So, first of all, yes, the client is looking for something specific. To put it bluntly, they want to know how good you are at what you do by understanding how you do what you do. They want to know whether you use data and research when you're writing copy, or do you just go by on your intuition? They want to know how you communicate with them and how you'll be managing the project. They want to see how you approach the writing process, how creative you are, and how long it takes you. So, how do you answer this question so that you make a good impression on the client and get them on board with who you are and what you can do for them? To answer this question, we need to dive into the process of writing copy. First of all, when you're preparing to write for the client, you're always collecting information about the brand, the product, the market, the client avatar, and so on. This is how you understand how to put the copy together. So you should emphasize this when explaining your process to the client. This will show that you're professional and you understand the importance of research and data in marketing. If you skip this part, the client might think that you don't really know what you're doing or that you're not serious about what you do. And they might feel that you're not going to take their business seriously, which is a red flag. So I normally say something like this. I start off by collecting all the necessary information. This will involve all your marketing research, branding, past campaign data, sales funnel information, and anything else that we discover in the process. This helps me piece the puzzle together so that I can generate impactful ideas for your business. You can also mention something along the lines of, if you're missing some of the research like the client avatar, I can help you with this, or I can give you some resources to help you put this together. This will show your client that you're very professional and you understand the marketing research process in depth. By the way, if you're interested in learning more about how to do the research, you can access a training workshop that I did inside my community where I go through the research process in detail. I explain how it's done, what kind of things you need to research, and where you're going to look for the information. The workshop comes as a part of a bundle with more than 5 hours of recordings included. You'll also learn how to price yourself, where to find clients, how to do client calls, and more. So, if you want to get access, you can click the link in the description. Okay, so once you explain this part of the process to your client, you will move on to talking about how you generate ideas and pull the copy together. There are a few ways you can go about this part, and this is your way of really explaining how and why you're unique as a copywriter. For example, you could say that you combine your creativity with powerful AI prompts to generate more ideas faster. Or you could say that you create elaborate mind maps that dive deep into the ideas around the copy. Whatever is your creative process, explain it to the client. Highlight your unique thinking and skills. For me, I always tell my clients the truth, that after the research, I step away from the projects and I spend time outdoors, going about my business, and ideas just flow to me. I write them down and then select the ones with the most potential. And honestly, there is no right or wrong way to be creative. It just varies from person to person. Okay, so then normally you would go ahead and generate some ideas for the outline and main angles for the copy, and you would present them to your client for approval. So you could say something like this. I will get back to you with ideas and together we'll make a choice on what's best and what's the best way to approach the copy. The ideas will have different angles but equal potential, and I'll pitch them to you and we'll make the decision together. And then you would explain to your client what happens next. Edits and feedback is an important touch point. Your client is likely looking to find out how you handle their feedback and what happens next. So you should let them know how many rounds of edits and what's the best way to talk about the edits, whether you're open for a call, you prefer a Loom video or an email. So yes, this question in general is important and your client is looking for specific information. Everything that you will say to them is meant to show them what the experience of working with you will look like and how it will be for them. You want to demonstrate your expertise and skill, and you want to make sure that they feel safe working with you. You probably have a lot of questions, so feel free to drop them in the comments below and I'll get back to you. And if you want to learn the research process, you want to learn how to price yourself, how to find clients, and how to carry out the sales calls, you can check out the training bundle below.